Greetings, Huntsman Archers, welcome back to RWBY-JPDE. Okay, now guys, for this we had to wait till the following week for the next part of this route to trigger. Let's do this. Alright, head over here. Should I call someone? With everything that happened, I didn't want to lay it on Yang on top of everything else, but... Ooh, this is not going to be good, I can feel it. I should probably tell her that her mother came to see me before she came to see her, and that she's been stalking us. Ooh, creepy. I mean, would that count as helicopter parenting? I wouldn't think so, because technically she is not there to guide Yang to how to date correctly, so I guess I'm wrong. Just a bit creepy, that's all. I can't for life of me understand why she'd take an interest in me, and how could I? We don't even know why she took an interest in her daughter after all these years. Oh, trust me, everyone who's watched the original Let's Play of the series will know why she took interest in Yang all of a sudden. I remember why people decided for me to do Yang's route in the first place, because I actually asked people once I did all four of the Team RWBY's girls' first routes. I said, whose route do you want me to do for the actual story? And the landslide majority chose Yang in the comments. So yeah. And yet, maybe that wasn't her intention to begin with. Ugh, so much we don't know. Well, won't get anywhere by not sharing information, so I should. Did anyone else hear bird flutter just then? We all know what that means. Hi, Kenshi. Ooh. Okay, so do we just slam right into her chest or something? Your reaction didn't see me coming at all, did you? Ugh, damn. Do I have to worry about birds now? Only ravens. You still never be able to see me coming unless I wanted you to. Though, so just think of living your life. Yeah. What do you want? Forgotten already? I'm interested in you, Kenshi, and I'd like to test you more. What does that even mean? Test me how? And for what? The second answer will be revealed at the end. For now, let's see, I already know that from our first cousin you're not a pansy. And you actually got a brain on your shoulders. Thanks, I think. Next. Yes, we should make it a test of vigor. Vigor? What? Vigor, huh? And how exactly do you want to test it? Oh, no opposition of any sort to the idea. Believe me when I say, I really want to mount some, but right now, I'm thinking of Yang and the situation she's into. She's confused, with less answers and more questions than before, and zero parental figures she can trust. I mean, she could try and talk to Crow, but maybe he's in on it. Like, I don't know. They never really specified who was in on all this. Although, I'm pretty sure the actual series painted Raven in an even worse light in the final season. Because she actually knew Summer ran off to go fight Salem. And, well, we don't even know what happened to Summer, do we? Like, they say she died before we know she probably got grimified as well. Only time will tell. So, I can't miss a chance to get more info about everything surrounding that. Doing it for the girl, Yes, for my friend, my girlfriend. Your daughter. No need to remind me, Kenshi. I know who she is. Do you really? Ooh, speaking of story time, that's a good idea to test a vigor. A pub crawl. That sounds like something you'd say in England. Hey man, let's go for a pub crawl. If you know what that is, guys, if none of you are British, a pub crawl basically means you go to one bar after another, you basically have one drink, and then you go to the next one. That's basically what a pub crawl is. I've done a few of them, but I'm not the biggest guy around, so the alcohol hits me a lot quicker than it would for someone who's like above 5'6". Yeah, I'm that short, but I don't care. We stand tall, kings like me. A what? You heard me. We're going on a drinking binge, so I can see how much endurance you've got, and we can share stories. Doesn't aura absorb alcohol? Well, granted, that might just be a fandom thing. There's not much information about aura in RWBY, only the fact that it does defensive things, semblances, and a minor aura techniques we've seen from people like Ren and Fox. Not much else. You're actually serious. You want to treat this as some kind of night out with a buddy? Haven't had one in a long time. Make it worth it. You know what? Fine. but on one condition. That's the spirit, and what would that be? Whatever you want to tell me, whichever story you pick, if you don't want to talk about certain stuff, fine. But you always tell the truth. Give me your word. Asking a bandit to keep a word. You have a strange idea, Kenshi. You actually consider my word worth a damn. My word worth a damn. Yes. Don't ask me why, but I do. Oh, there she goes. She's smiling again. I swear on my honor. What? You actually follow the code of Bushido? I mean, she dresses like a female samurai, but granted, the code of Bushido doesn't really work for a bandit. And there she goes. She flew off. Well, there's another thing I have to explain to Yang. Yeah, you're going for a drink, going drinking with her mother, which sounds like the plot to, well, Yang will say it later. Well, guys, I'm going to cut this part out, and I'll cut you when the next part of the event takes place. See you in a bit. Peace. Well, guys, as it turns out, I could actually do the interaction right after, so I didn't have to do the cut there. How embarrassing, but this game is a learning experience sometimes. Sometimes you get things. Let's do this. So, Yang, remember your mother? We're going out drinking. That needs work. Does it? Yeah, it does. Yeah, Yang, so tell me what it sounds like. Mother wants to go drinking binge with you. Wants to go on a drinking binge with you. When you say it out loud like that. Oh, yep. He's he's blushing. Are you going to say it sounds like the start of a bad porno? Because it sounds like the start of a bad porno. What? No pizza guy and what? No pizza guy or pool guy seducing lonely housewives? See, now that is a bad plot. Don't look at me like that. Have none of you ever seen American Dad? Roger actually did those, tropes. Point. Anyway, yeah. And what stopped me from crashing the party? First, not going to be much of a party going on. Second, I think she's just going to flee if you come rough riding downtown, and that we won't get any information out of her. Ah! Why is that you get answers out of her and I can't? Good question. I should ask her. Not funny. I thought it was. Either we make it funny, or you're going to obsess over it the entire time. You mean more than already doing? I welcome the challenge. What a mess. My family's a mess. Oh, trust me. Every single member of Team RWBY's family is a mess, Yang. Yours just happens to be a little bit messier. I'm pretty sure Weiss has a... Wait, does Weiss have it worse? I mean, she has a pretty bad father, and her mother is basically drinking herself into a stupor. And the only person who has a slightly more balanced family life is Blake, but that's because her parents are both there, and it was her fault for running away, not theirs. So, yeah. Oh, come on, Ruby is kind of awesome. Yeah, but this is messing with her head too. I mean, she never was really exposed to the worst of Dad's situation because I was there. Plus, I'm pretty sure was only a toddler, so yeah, I have no idea how old Ruby was when her mother died. Like, for all I know, she could have been like a toddler or maybe just a baby. Well, granted, the series said she couldn't even talk yet, so she probably was like a dead small toddler, probably the same age as Adrian. Okay, now I want to see Saffron, Terra, and Adrian in the sequel. Is that so wrong? There's a question. I can only imagine how much she must have felt when the dad bomb dropped. Figuring out her dad omitted or outright lied about something so important put into the shade. Well, everything, and yet... Ruby wasn't old enough to remember, but I was. Even when Summer was around, Dad never really got over what happened with Raven. His sorrow was genuine. But if she didn't leave... Yeah, Ruby wouldn't have been born. You better pump her for all the information you got. Count on it. Okay, what's gonna happen now? Oh, never mind. Okay, guys, I'll call you back when the next part of the event takes place. See you in a bit. Peace. And we're back, guys. Let's do this. Okay, let's see what's going on with this one. Nope. Okay, so it's probably going to be 2. Nope. Oh, there we go. There it is. So I just realized Raven never gave me any kind of day or time for this. Yep, imagine that. Imagine if you spent the entire week just going out every night to every single part of the city, hoping to see an interaction. Nope. All I got to do was work out, host, and go see Madonna. Just mostly got to do with Ren. Because apparently she gender bent him in a story she's gonna write. Which makes a lot more sense than you think, because Team RWBY, Team Juniper's entire concept is the fact that gender bents of characters in like history or mythology. Like Jean is Joan of Arc, Pierre is Achilles, Ren is Mulan, and Nora is Thor. Such an interesting idea. Alright, let's move on. So how exactly am I going to... Well, I guess she'll make herself known sooner rather than later. Oh. That can't be her, can it? Completely inconspicuous. And I don't even know if I was being serious or sarcastic. Probably someone else, I bet. Oh, they're in the other room. Cool. Keep it down, will you? My teammates are in. It's not like they know who I am. At most, they'll probably believe you snuck in a hot date in the school. You are literally old enough to be my mother. True, but that hasn't stopped most fandoms from doing that to her. Seriously. Yep. You're god among the first years. Taiyang was, and he only managed to bag him a third-year student. He was in bed. His bed was in the spot there, where the twin beds are. Wait, you mean this was your room? Took you long enough. What a surprise. Yeah, I kind of thought it would actually be Team RWBY's room. What a coincidence. I could be making it up. You promised you wouldn't. After my own heart. Grab your crap. Let's go. Wait, now? Is it a bit early for drinking? I decided we might as well check your stamina. Let's make a day out. Think you could keep up with me, Kenshi? I mean, I think my stats are okay for that. Let's see. Yep, my speed's okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. Well, here goes. Wish me luck. It's honestly scary. How similar they are. Just how much like Yang she is. Well, she is her mother, bound to get some part of her personality. Oh man, the stall is gone. Which stall are you talking about? When I was a student, there was this stall that sold the best caramel apples ever, and now it's gone. Huh? Didn't pin you down as one of the caramel apples. Summer said the same thing the first time we went out as a team. She thought I liked Mediterranean apples because I dressed like one of their old swordsmen, like those sweet balls of skewers. Ew, sugar paste, is that what they are? Oh, you're talking about dongos? Yeah, don't say that to Onko from Naruto, she would kill you. Old swordsman? So, there's the kind of reasoning behind those clothes? Other than showing off my legs, you mean? Well, yeah, my tribe was founded by a rogue member of the old warrior caste, so it's tradition for chieftains to wear clothes inspired by their armor. There's so much to unpack in that one statement. You wanted stories? Let's grab something to eat first, though. Yeah, this feels less like me picking a brain and more like a date. So, in order, you were born in a tribe. I was. And the tribe descended from rogue swordsmen from Mistral. In short, a century or so before the Great War happened, Mistral went through political upheaval. A lot of the castes who existed previously found themselves losing privilege, power, and facing the spectacle of social mobility. So aspected, or other fought back, some left. The guys who founded my tribe belonged to the latter group. So they fought back, huh? Oh no, they probably left. You don't sound like you approve. Who would approve of running from a battle, especially with those kinds of stakes? Well, maybe it was a battle that they didn't think they could win. Everyone can fight a battle they know they'll win. What really sets people apart is when you face uncertain odds. Yep, take a look at Leonidas from Greece. Well, he was considered very heroic. And even though he didn't win, people still remember his sacrifice. Are you going to run, or are you going to stand your ground and fight? That's the question. And that's what really makes you a warrior. Dust, transforming weapons, and magic. Those are all just fancy ornaments. But put them on a sickly tree, and sooner or later it will collapse. Careful, Kenshi. I hear there's a certain type of bird that loves to nest in gaping maws. Please, for the love of God, tell me it's not a raven or a crow. Sorry about it, it's just... You didn't think the giant foul-mouthed carrying... Yeah. You didn't think the giant foul-mouthed, sword-carrying, child-abandoning woman could have any kind of ethics whatsoever. That's not... I mean, there's that, but... Raven, you know about magic. Yep, and so do I. Let's go to Main Street. I want to hunt down this shop, hoping it's still open. Yeah, she knows magic, alright, because she is a maiden, and her power is magic in nature. Yes, that's the stuff. That's the sound of, huh. I don't think she'd like jewelry. I didn't mean to. It's okay, you're right. These are presents. Presents? For who? The younger girls in the tribe. You don't exactly come into contact with civilization all that much, so trinkets like these are rare in our village. So, I guess in this case, maybe the Brawan tribe isn't a tribe of bandits? Here's hoping. So you're isolated? Hidden to survive a country's government wanting to wipe out the grim in the wilds. Yeah, sorry guys, just feel something in my throat. Sorry about that. Hidden to survive a country's government wanting to wipe you out and grim in the wild. You got to have some tricks up your sleeve, Kenshi. Oh, and I thought you were just all grade A badasses. Well, someone's relaxing enough around me to joke around. I did? Crap! I did! You didn't even notice. I completely fell in her paces. She's so goddamn Yang-like. Well, she is her mother. Chances are that Yang probably did take up part of her personality. No, at this point, it's better to say that Yang is pretty much like her mother. Anyway, while that'd be cool, we all can't learn the sword, you know? I mean, we're all got trained in combat and the usage of aura, but at the end of the day, someone's got to scrub the toilets. Makes sense. Everyone's got their role then. Yes, in a lot of ways, we never left the society of old Mistral. Including the asinine rule that women can't occupy government positions. Took care of that myself. You did? That's cool. How? Simple. When Crow didn't come back to the tribe with me after we graduated Beacon, and the chieftain still didn't want to make me his successor, I challenged him to a duel, and chopped his head off with his own broken sword. Whoa, hardcore. Oh, I thought there'd be like a record scratch. Afterwards, I took challenge to anyone else who wanted to stake their claim. After the seventh head gone rolling, they acquitted. One last thing, the chieftain position in his tribe is hereditary. I'm sure you can work the rest out. Well, people always assume that both you and Crow had a terrible father, so maybe he had it coming. Ooh, Kenshi, you shouldn't scowl like that, you'll get wrinkles. You're not exactly being good company right now, you know? Oh, really? I didn't notice. Is this really about the chieftain thing? Come on, I remember the The threat you sent me the first time we met, it can't be bothering you that much. As I think it should? No, it doesn't. It's something else. Well, out with it then. You're awfully boring right now. Well, here it comes. If you want something, you just go for it, don't you? From what you've told me about yourself so far, you're headstrong. You don't back down from a challenge. Also, you're thoughtful, present for the young girls in the tribe. Also, all things about the room, the apple, the stories about your teammates. You're not some kind of heartless monster. And how the hell does that bother you? If you're like that, then I can think of only 2 explanations for why you didn't even try to contact Yang all over these years or bring her any birthday presents. First one is you really didn't care for her at all from all the moments she was born. And what's the other option? I knew it. It's not that you didn't want to see her, it's that you couldn't. And considering the kind of person you are, the only reason you didn't is because you gave your word you wouldn't. Spot on, Kenji, spot on. But to who and why? You might as well tell her. Might as well tell him. Oh, expression lightened a bit. It's not by much, but you could tell by the way her eyebrow raised a tad. I gave my word I'd never tell that to anyone, so that's the question I won't be answering, because otherwise I'd have to lie. I knew it. There was no way. What kind of monster would take one look at their child and decide that they want nothing to do with them for the rest of their lives? I got the only scar of my life bringing Yang into the world. I thought that dear Tai Yang would tell her something so she wouldn't grow up thinking exactly that. But it seems like I knew even less about him than I thought. That's so cruel. I really need that drink now. So does Kenshi, it seems. Yeah, me too. Oh, now I head to juniors. Okay, enough. I give up. Ugh. I win. Oh, she seems to be having a ball. I wonder if Raven cares about hair as much as Yang does. Wait, when did it turn into a contest? Fool, everything is a contest. When I can win it. What happened about, battles you can't win? Pfft, I'm drunk. Nothing matters when you're drunk. Wait, if you're, drunk, then how did I lose? Because you gave up first. Yeah, that makes sense. Screw you. Wasn't I too old for you? Ha 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 ha. Yeah, you are definitely Yang's mother. Oh, this is awkward. Seems like Raven Broadman does love her daughter. Well, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Like, comment, and subscribe. This is GF, and I am out of here. See ya.